Hello everyone, welcome to Kids Scope. My name is Roro-Oghoshe, and Kids Scope is a channel that actually started 5 years ago. I started with the children's educational musical, video where they were singing praises. It's called "I Love My Nigeria," a poem that I wrote and coined into that song. Um, my name is Roro-Oghoshe, as you know, and if you are new to this channel, do subscribe, click the notification bell so you get an alert each time I upload, share this video with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, and just like the channel. Please, doesn't cost you anything. So the channel started 5 years ago. I called it Kids School because I wanted to be a place where we come and look at things from an innocent point of view, from the kids' point of view, a place where we don't discriminate against anybody, anything, and we're free to be ourselves and discuss anything and everything without bias. So my name is Roro-Oghoshe. I've said that before, right? Okay. What else do you want to know about me? I'm a writer. I've written a few. I'm an aspiring writer. Most of the writer. I don't know. I'm an aspiring writer, and I've written a few children's books and novels. My first book actually, uh, Love Tango. Love Tango. Love Tango is about teenage unwanted pregnancy, teenage exuberance, love, friendship, child abuse, child molestation, child sexual molestation, physical, verbal, and emotional, and sexual. I've said that before. And I have a few workbook that I also wrote. This is a workbook for little ones, and this also is like you can see it now. Little one. And of course, storybooks for young people. We need to tell our stories. Using uh, using our language and all of that. So this is the heroes of Edo. We have to do violence. The as it affects children, unrest. You know, violence in society now. All this violence and all these wars and all that. How does it affect the child? So this is from the child's point of view. I mean, the child's telling their story, as regards violence as it affects them. And this is Heroes of Bedouin is just about a golden child, what we want or desire that our child be like. And the mistakes that parents make, most times it's not the children's fault, it's the way they're handled. And so most of the time, people don't try to tell them or correct them. So these are the things they can just read outside their school curriculum, but that will also help them. And behind each of my storybooks, I always have, educational information for them, things that will help them, in school or in life generally. And this is a collection of poems from where we did the video. It's a collection of poems and rhymes for kids and songs too for kids. So that's Ace Antitosan's stories, songs, plays, and all that. So and I've written other books that are yet to be published. But I'm not going to publish physical book for now. But I'm trying to have a website where I can have these books and people can go and read from them. And on my channel, once in a while, I'm bringing people like you've seen in some cases in some of my videos, and I'll also be doing some cooking. I have some cooking videos, not serious cooking, just cooking videos. If we have the serious cooking, we'll do it. Some serious cooking videos, and then if I have to like that, and I'm also coming up with a series of stories, mysterious but true stories. I find myself in the village right now, taking care of my mom. can't just sit down, cross my legs, and do nothing. So I'm trying to get involved, ask people questions, know what's going on. I started writing sex mistakes in the Sun newspapers, the Sunday Sun. Like, it's Friday, Saturday, Saturday. I was doing dining out some Fridays. Or anyway, so I started writing this series called Sex Mistakes, which has to do with mysteries as well, but in the sense, well, as regard sexual um, interaction, sexual interaction, So and also I used the word sexual sex mistakes because I wanted to incorporate both the action, meaning the meaning of the word in the action, and also as it's portrays gender. Does that make sense? Anyway, so that's all about me and all about my books that are out. They've been out circulating for a long time now, for a few years now. And what I want to do on this channel, I hope I explain myself well. Anyway, please do tell me what you feel. You know, like I said, I'm going to be reading passages from my books. Not these ones, children's books or my novels. I have different books dealing on different topics. This Virgin Dance is not, like I said, it's not out, it's ready, but it's not out in public. I want to have it on a website where people can go and read. So, reading excerpts from my books once in a while on my channel. And I want to start today by reading from the Virgin Dance. The Virgin Dance is about survival, a woman who survived female genital mutilation, and a journalist who did the interview, interviewed her, and as in the course of the interview, a lot of things came up. She was delving into her past, and the journalist, of course, writing about it, is present she's active in present day in her office and in other things, just as well as the lady that's been interviewed. So there are so many layers to the book. It's talking about the present and the past, and the past, delving into the present and past, and coming up to the present. So the book goes, it's like a roller coaster. It just goes into the present, into the past, back to the present, and then of course back to the how goes back to the past, comes back to the present, back to the past, and back to the present, or like that, till the end of the story. And a lot of things happen, and I cannot even tell you all. I can't summarize it because it's not. It's like a book in a book. So I'm going to be reading. It's to do with tradition, culture, tradition, so that detrimental to the well-being of the woman, even the man. So to mental, physical, and emotional well-being. So I think it's a book that's a lot of us will be able to resonate, we'll be able to identify with. It resonates with a lot of people. So I will start by reading from here. Let me just read from them. Furious by the piece of information, Congo interrupted Uru halfway into his statements. What in the name of our ancestors are you telling me? He roared like a wounded lion. I said it. Did I not say that your Tobo will not be able to take care of my daughter? Eh? Eh? Did I not? Hey! Oh, Congo exclaimed. He sprang to his feet. Anger glazed his face, and he began to rock on his feet deep in thought. I smell a rat. A man who cannot attend his own marriage ceremony. Tell me, Congo demanded, what kind of a husband would he be? A good one or a bad one? He was speaking with so much fury that his wives soon came out to find out what was amiss. On seeing all three of his wives, Congo anger escalated. Have you come to verify the outcome of your mischief? He barked at all three of them. I shall get to the bottom of this. You people think I am blind. You think the gods are sleeping. You ugly witches, he shouted. Get out of my sight, he shouted even louder, his anger cracking like electricity. In a flash, he dug his hand into his bag and brought out a red piece of cloth and wove it in the direction of the women before he put the piece of cloth back into his bag. The women who had run to a safe distance fled into their huts at the sight of the red piece of cloth. After an apologetic glance at his friend, Uru said in a rather shaky voice, "It is not what you think, Congo. Tobo's decision was not influenced by witchcraft. I'll show you everything is all right," he added skeptically. "Oru, you are ignorant. You have spent too much time on your farm planting garden eggs, and you do not understand the ways of the gods anymore. Do not lose sight of the fact that I am a messenger of the gods, and I can interpret these things. But do not be alarmed. I shall explain to my daughter about the absence of her husband. You just give me the dowry and leave the rest to me." "Thank you, my friend," Uru said, taking his leave. Tobo, his son, had asked him to stop the marriage altogether, but he had insisted, saying that his own son cannot dictate to him that it was the duty of a good father to choose a good wife for his son. Kukongo's wives were responsible for Tobo's change of plans. Uru ponders as he left Congo's compound. I would not be surprised if they had diabolically and maliciously influenced my son's decision. The women of Ogede have grown wings. Who dares to contend with a man like Congo? A child who says his mother will not rest. A child who says his mother will not sleep. Such a child would also be deprived of sleep. If only these women knew who Congo is, they would have thought twice before committing such atrocity against him. Congo is a man filled with bitterness and grudge against the gods for different valid reasons, one of which is the fact that, in spite of his ancestors' ardent loyalty to the gods have deprived them of the most important benefits associated with being the oracle and representatives of a deity. Another reason is that his mother had experienced numerous miscarriages prior to giving birth to him and after giving birth to him. 5 before he was born and 5 after he was born. Although his father was married to several women, none was able to carry a pregnancy to term. When consulted, the gods, speaking through the oracle, revealed that Congo, the surviving child, is destined to be the greatest priest the kingdom had ever had, and he would also be the last from his lineage to assume the position of a chief priest. Furthermore, he would not be able to have a male child even if he marries 100 wives. So I'll stop in there today and hope to continue. I'm not going to continue. I'm going to hope to read some other passage next time in my next video. So, like I said before, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Am I talking to me? Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Press the notification bell so that you get an alert each time I upload a video. Share the video. Give this video a thumbs up. So till I come your way again in another video. This is Tosan Roro-Oghoshe saying bye bye. Thank you for subscribing.